Hello everyone, welcome back to F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. Today we are doing the Russian GP. Now, just to let you know where I've been, I couldn't be asked to play the game because after this, I'm at the three tracks that I despise the most, which are Singapore, Japan and USA, and I DNF'd in Japan and USA, so they're not being uploaded. They're really bad episodes, but I'll upload Singapore because some interesting things did happen there. If you can hear that in the background, cats, because they're annoying. Yeah, we had a really good race in Sochi. So, when it comes to qualifying, Nobuharu actually qualified P3 in qualifying 1. Don't know how. I think I might have had another engine change. It's been a while since I've done this one. I think I had an engine change, so I wasn't really that fussed about qualifying, but I was the slowest out of all of them because I don't know. But it is now time for the race. It's 5 red lights, and away we go. So we get a really good start here. As you can see, we stick. We actually stick to our line. We go down to the outside a bit just so we can do the corner. But there you see George going defensive. We are not letting him go defensive. So we ended up doing a massive shoot down, coming out just behind Ocon, I think. But we end up having to actually lose another space to one of the Alfa Romeos. I think that might be Kimi Raikkonen. But we continue on. We've got Nicholas Latifi behind us now, trying to fight for the position. But we go for a move on Kimi Raikkonen. It just doesn't land. But you can just see the train forming right now. But we are definitely faster than Kimi here, and so I'm just kind of waiting for him. Point, and there it is. Cut the corner the slightest bit, but we got the move done. And now we are actually on to our teammate, Matsushita. He's the only one ahead of us now that I know that we can definitely beat, because at this point I think we're on the same kind of level as the AlphaTauri cars. There we are, side by side, going into that turn. Have to duck in behind him in that turn, do a switch around. We end up coming out ahead of him. That's another position. It's quality. I really enjoyed doing this race. I don't enjoy it if I'm watching it, but driving this race is great. Lap 2 now. We are P13. We have Ocon and Alonso just ahead. But this is where these are one of these tracks where the aerodynamics of the car, all the development we've just been putting into that aero department, really shows itself, because we are just gaining on Ocon as if he's in a fucking Mitsubishi. Like, and we even set the fastest sector 1 with basically how fast we are going due to slipstream. But he's losing us in some of the corners where we're going slightly wide, but it's this part of the track here where you can just see we break even, and then we start gaining on him, gaining on him, and gaining on him. And down the inside here, lock up a bit, make him actually screw up the corner just the slightest bit. But lap 3 now, coming on to the middle of it, we have Fernando Alonso just ahead of us. Again, we are just kind of letting the slipstream do its thing. We also have Sebastian Vettel just ahead on the Aston Martins, one of the cars that I definitely hope to be fighting next season in my team. Definitely think it's possible, especially if we get another driver. But moving up the pack, quite steadily in this race, with just Alonso and then I think it's 2 Astons ahead. Oh, no, that isn't AlphaTauri. I really hope I'm not wrong, because that would be sad. But we are using all our ERS, which isn't the best strategy. We should probably have saved some. You can see I do save a little bit of battery. But we have just gained so much on Alonso. There I have to brake a little bit more just so I don't crash into him. I think it's here. Yeah, that chicane is where I get a bit of oversteer during the race. So I do watch myself a little bit more, but it doesn't really slow us down. But you can just see how close we are getting to that Alpine. So I paused there. I don't know why. I think when I record this, cats are doing something. But we are now in the DRS zone of Fernando Alonso with our slipstream. He actually screws up his corner, leaving room for us. And lap 4, Tsunoda is out, so we are now in the points. We've now just got Sebastian Vettel ahead of us. We were catching him gradually, but
some information on Tsunoda. They are out of the race.
It's lap 4 and we're already 6 minutes in. I wasn't gonna... But it goes from a virtual safety car to a full safety car. Which is pretty crazy. They obviously thought he parked in the wrong place, so they brought it out. But here, lap 6 now, the safety car is coming in. We are trying to get the little edge on Sebastian Vettel here. And we do it at the perfect time, because the front runners just crossed the line as we just get ahead of him. So we're able to keep the position on Vettel. And that's just simply lovely. So, we have Stroll ahead of us now. And I don't think Stroll's our rival at this point. But I do make him our rival, which probably isn't the best. But lap 11, we come into the pits now. I think people have already done their pit stop because we are in P6. We were in P5. But we were ahead. I know I normally have the cinematic, but the cinematic was just the one where it zooms into the guy's arm. So I thought not doing that would probably be better. But we have a relatively, I don't know if I wouldn't say that slow, but wasn't fastest one. As you can see, we only just beat Alonso out as well with that pit stop. But we come out of the pits and we're just moving like really fast to the point where I don't have enough reaction time there because I didn't realise how fast we were going in. So I end up going wide. It's lap 12 now. Another virtual safety car is deployed. This time I do not actually remember what it was for. Oh yeah, Sergio Perez is out of the session due to mechanical failures. Also, Sergio, I know you're not watching this, but good job on getting a 2022 Red Bull seat. But lap 13,
Nobuharu is in the pits. Nobuharu in the pits.
Teammate comes into the pits to get his set of mediums on. I think they go on to mediums. We actually end up losing a position to, I think it might have been Norris, because he has just come in for a stop. But also Latifi hadn't come in. So here we are actually fighting Latifi. We squeeze him out there. I probably should have left him a bit of room. That was a bit controversial on my side. But we set another fastest sector 1. Obviously pretty quick around sector 1. But actually, because of Latifi not coming into the pits, Stroll has we got close to Stroll. If you saw before we came into the pits, we were actually losing Stroll. He was getting ahead. But now we are with DRS range, which is a bad thing for him, very good thing for us. because now we are just able to smooth sail straight past him, hitting a top of 110 miles an hour. Not 110, 210 miles an hour. 210 miles an hour. Probably should have just said that in the first place. But we cruise past him, and we actually see that Leclerc has a 5-second time penalty. Don't know what he got that from. Maybe he crashed into someone. Most likely crashed into someone. But we move on. We are now catching up to Lando Norris because he was fighting Valtteri Bottas. And so now we are trying to catch him because we are trying to kind of benefit as much as we can from everyone's mistakes and stuff, like fighting Bottas. As you can see, we actually locked up because I was too close to Norris. I wasn't slowing down fast enough. But there we got the overtake done. Pretty good overtake. A pretty normal overtake. But lap 20, Lando Norris actually passed us again. I think just with the tyres, and obviously I'm getting a little bit of engine wear there, if you can see. There I tried to get the position back, I was too far back though, so wasn't able to stick it. I had to end up destroying my tyres a bit, just so we didn't crash. So I'm just driving normally here, with Vettel behind. I do apologise, I couldn't resist just doing that. And Valtteri Bottas wins the Russian Grand Prix. The only success he will have this year is from the Codemasters game. But there we go. We did pretty well. We got some points. I think we came P7 at the end. But we will see later. And we also got driver of the day. Probably because I came last from qualifying.
The Mercedes team pulled out a fantastic performance today. They should be proud. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to James. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern-day Formula One.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
So there you have it, we came P7. I will see you all in the Singapore Grand Prix, make sure you check it out. And goodbye.